Hello friends, it's Reverend Rick Beatty coming to you from Rochester Municipal Park, where I often walk and meditate. I love to meditate while I'm walking. I also love to meditate here next to Pink Creek and just listen to the sounds of the creek. So I'm going to invite you to surrender, because there may be some background noise. There are people in the park, there always are. And just allow any sound that you might hear to be a reminder to turn within, to just turn to that place within where the Christ is enthroned in you, is a part of you, is the very life of you. And I invite you to open your heart and your mind to a time of meditation here in a different setting, not sitting in the sanctuary, not really quiet, but in this beautiful place, allowing the music of the Pink Creek as it's almost ready to dump itself into the Clinton River. About less than a mile from here, the Pink Creek empties into the Clinton River. Pink Creek starts out in Lake Orion. And so sometimes you may hear a dog bark or a child squeal. Let that just serve to remind you to turn within. Because meditation is not something that needs to happen just in silence. You can meditate eyes wide open walking in a crowded, busy room. Because to meditate is focused thinking, focused breathing. You can bring your attention to the breath. You can bring your attention to the place in you that the presence of the living one resides. So allow yourself to begin that process of relaxation, whatever you need to do. Become aware of your body in space. I'm very aware of mine standing right here in front of the camera, next to the Pink Creek, in a place that I have called home here in Rochester for a long, long time. I invite you to begin to relax. Wiggle your toes. Notice the sensation of what it feels like to wiggle your toes. And now, flex your ankles. Sprint your feet up. Notice the muscles as you focus on them relax. Just invite them to relax. And I invite you to embrace this different meditation this evening. Different from what I normally do, but it's good for all of us to switch things up now and then a little bit. So, continuing up your body, notice your calf muscles and the shin area, the knees, the big muscles of your glutes, your buttocks and thighs. Just allow them to relax. Allow everything to relax. Moving on up the body, up the front of you, the muscles that make up the waist area, all those wonderful muscles. And continuing your scan up your body, the back of your, the small of your back, the middle of your back, up your solar plexus. Now just imagine yourself being wrapped in love. Wrapped in a love that calls your body to relax. And now place your hand over your heart and just bless your heart that works tirelessly to support you. And take a deep breath. And notice now between your shoulder blades and the amazing joints that the shoulders are, not actually a joint, but strapped together, strong muscles that hold us together. Coming out now around down your arms, the upper arms, the elbows, forearms, your wrists, your fingers, all relaxing into this time together. Relaxing into this experience of the sound of Pink Creek and the sounds of life in the background, calling us to turn within. There's always noise around us, but we can choose what we focus on. certainly is very important to us all now at this time. So I invite you to allow this rhythm, and I'm going to continue on up now through the throat area, the power, the power of our spoken word. Relax your chin and your cheeks, your nose, your eyebrows, your eyes, your ears. Wiggle them if you can. And now come to the back of the neck and just allow your neck to relax. If there's any tension there, just let it go, release it. And now moving right on up to the crown chakra, and I invite you to imagine that's wide open, just like the aperture on the lens of my camera is. And I'm going to sit down in a moment. You'll hear my voice occasionally, but let every noise that you hear just be a reminder to surrender, to turn within, to turn to the place in you where the Christ resides. And allow yourself this pause, this time to relax, to be with and in God, remembering that I am in God and God is in me. This is the truth. So I invite you now to just let yourself be one with Pink Creek and one with the sounds of life happening all around, birds and people and the river. Again, should you hear any noise, let it be a reminder to you to turn within. And in this place, I meditate with my eyes wide open, taking in the sound, the feeling of the breeze, the sound of these several little rapids, children playing in the distance. And take a deep breath. Sigh it out. And follow your next breath inward, even more deeply, into the center, the core of your very being. Every sound is just a subtle reminder to turn within, to turn your attention away from the noise around us, and to focus on that presence within us that we know by many different names and by no name. We know it as peace. We know it as love. We know it as the presence of God, which is the very life in us. Breathe. And notice how you are being breathed. And with this next breath, even deeper within and away from the outer world. Allow the sound of these gentle rapids to lull you into a deeper awareness of the presence within you. For the same life that courses down these rapids, that helps the stream find its way out ultimately to Lake St. Clair, that same wisdom is in you. There's nothing we need to do to make it happen. Just like this water does not need to do anything to find its way out to Lake St. Clair. Get a sense of sitting here next to the river with me. The sun is warm. There's a gentle breeze blowing. It stirs the trees just a little bit and gently caresses the skin. Remember that in this moment all is well. In this moment, nothing is lacking. In this very moment, life flows sweetly, just like the river. This life flows sweetly by us. Should any noise disturb you, let it be a reminder to turn your attention within, bring your focus back to your breath. Take the next breath inward. Notice the abundance and the sounds of life happening in this moment. Children in the distance, insects singing in the trees, the cry of birds, and the relentless movement of water flowing its way downstream. Take a deep breath inward. Let your breath anchor you. For just like the water needs nothing to bid it travel to the lake and ultimately on out to the Atlantic, there's nothing you need to do to bring your breath or to allow or force your heart to beat. It's happening now. The life you have been waiting for is happening now. Even in the middle of this pandemic. Notice. So take a deep breath in with me. Sigh it out. Remember that there is only one life, one presence, and one power. That one life encompasses all of it, everything. The Christ is another name for that one life. The I am presence. I am because I am, and I have always been because I am, and I will always be. The river doesn't struggle to flow. It flows around rocks and over branches, under trees, and under bridges. It just relaxes and allows itself to flow. I invite you to allow your life to flow and unfold. There is something in you, a wisdom in you, an intelligence in you that knows. And through the power of will, you have the power to choose how you experience this day, this moment, this meditation. You decide. Take a deep breath. And begin to journey now back with me to whatever sacred space you're in. This space has been very sacred for me because it's an important place to me. I've spent many hours meditating here. I hope that you have found this meditation useful. I hope that you will join us on any of the activities we have to remain connected as a community. We have morning Zoom calls. I host one Monday to Friday. We call it Wake Up with Rick and Joe. And someone asked me if Joe was my partner. No, it's a cup of coffee. And then meditation streamed Wednesday, and our Sunday service at 10 a.m. streamed live, and then of course the archives are there. I also want to draw your attention to the fact that we have started out to have a gathering in our yard at 2500 Crutch Road in Royal Oak on Saturday mornings at 11, weather permitting. And this week, I will be presenting a mini talk and then really facilitating a conversation about the power of imagination. And one of the wonderful things is we can see each other, and we're socially distanced. We sit apart, so bring your fold-up chair, a camping chair, some kind of a chair, and bring a mask, please, because and be respectful as you come into the circle to maintain that 6-foot distancing between us. And then once we're seated, you can certainly take your mask off and just enjoy the beautiful property. I think of all the dear ones who have helped us make our idea, dreamed several years ago now, of a peace park. It's come to pass. Go to our website at www.unityofroyaloak.org. From there you can look and see on the classes tab what other Zooms we have going. So Monday to Friday morning, Tuesday and Thursday afternoon. April Ellenberg, our Director of Youth and Family Ministry and a licensed Unity teacher, hosts a connection call on Fridays at 6. Our prayer partners, God bless them, have a most amazing consciousness, and I love being part of the prayer calls on Tuesday at 6, or Tuesday at 7 rather. So prayer calls Tuesday at 7. And thanks for your contributions. If you feel guided and led to contribute to the ministry, to the work that we're doing, to our being financially responsible and solvent when this is over, we'll still be here and solid. You can click on donate on our website. I'd love to hear from you. You can send an email to me to RIC, that's Rick without a K, RIC at unityofroyaloak.org. God bless you, friends. I appreciate you. And remember that wherever you are right now, that the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. That means wherever you are, God is. All is well. Breathe it in, feel it, know it. It is the truth of you. It's the truth of me. And let us all hold our nation in prayer, in the consciousness that the American public is discerning, and we will make the very best decisions for ourselves and for each other. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.